If this is your first time to the channel and you would like to know everything there is to know about Richmond, Virginia life or any of the surrounding areas, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications and you'll be the first to know about living in Richmond, Virginia. My name is Scott Wynn. My team and I get calls and emails from people just like you every single day about making a move to Richmond, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 7 days or 7 months, we would love to help you make a smooth move to Richmond, Virginia.
All right, we're over here at Chimborazo Park. If you take a look back over in the distance, that's the houses that we just took a stroll down the street over there. So what is significant about Chimborazo Park? This was the site of the largest American Civil War hospital. So, and then back over here in the distance, and we'll walk over there in just a second, is actually the museum for that hospital. So pretty significant part of American history here in Richmond, Virginia. And the houses that we just looked at overlook this park. They do have festivals out here from time to time throughout the year. And also the nickname of these houses over here are called the Ladies. Not exactly sure why they're called the Ladies. Maybe it has to do something with their attractiveness. But very neat architecture and a very, this is also one of the highest points in Richmond. This is over on the east side of Richmond. And I'm gonna flip the camera around here. If you look over there in the distance, those structures, that is Rockets Landing. That is right on the water, the James River. So we'll cover that area in another video. But just to give you a quick look around, and if you're interested in American history, we're over here at the Chimborazo Visitor Center where the Richmond National Battlefield Park is. This is the medical museum. This actually was an area where Confederate soldiers came to get treatment during the Civil War. And from 1861 to 1865, about 75,000 soldiers received treatment here. So this museum is here to honor that. If you would like to go in and take a look around and do some exploring, if you're interested in that kind of thing, this is definitely a cool spot for that. We are now over here on the southeastern corner of Church Hill. You can see right over here behind us the houses on the back side of Church Hill from where we were just from. So right now we are currently at Libby Hill Park. This is a 7-acre park that was designed by the city engineer in the 1850s to help encourage people to come out and spend some time outdoors and get some nice, healthful air. So we're gonna walk over here to a different area. As you can see over here back behind me, a lot of houses and everything, just as part of that Church Hill area as well. So some very neat architecture and homes. Back over here behind me, this is the James River, and there's Rockets Landing over there where we talked about earlier, pointed out, but you can see a little bit better view of that. The nice cobblestone roads and everything down here. You can see the railway. So they used to bring tobacco in here through the railway, and a lot of these buildings back over here behind me used to be old tobacco warehouses, and they have since been converted into condos. This building here is actually new. You can even see some of the tobacco warehouse manufacturing facilities, the old Lucky Strike building there. But definitely it's a lot of neat architecture, kind of combining the old with the new. I mean, you see a lot of that in the city here. But the river, definitely Libby Hill Park, very nice, picturesque view of the city and of the river. So you kind of get that industrial with the nature, but a very cool spot here in the city, located over here in that Church Hill area. So Church Hill is home to a lot of privately owned businesses such as restaurants, bars, salons, boutiques. So if you're into that kind of thing and supporting local businesses, this is a great opportunity for that. Church Hill was named as the most walkable area in Richmond by Redfin. And then they were also named as number 9 out of the top 10 in America as most walkable mid-sized cities. And if you like food, if you like to eat, Zagat actually named Church Hill as one of the top 10 hot food cities or areas in the country. So, whether you like history or whether you like getting outside and enjoying the parks, whether you like art, whether you like culture, Church Hill has a lot to offer for all of that. We made it over here to St. John's Episcopal Church. This is also located in Church Hill, so as you can see, a very significant part of Virginia and American history. So we're going to walk up here so you can actually take a look at the church. Beautiful old church. They still do weddings and things like that here, private ceremonies. But I'm going to spin around and take a look. As you can see, there's a cemetery around here, and the cemetery was actually the first burial grounds here in the city of Richmond. So very neat little aspect of history there. But back over here behind me, you can see the church, and this is where Patrick Henry gave his famous speech, "Give me liberty or give me death." I don't know how he said it, but that seems like how they would probably say it back in those days. But Patrick Henry was actually the first elected governor of Virginia once we declared independence from England. He had 17 kids, so it sounds like he probably knew how to run large groups of people, so that's probably why they named him governor. But just a very cool setup here, just more history and everything here in the city offered here in the Church Hill area. All right, it is dusk here in Church Hill. So taking a little stroll down the street here, you can see a variety of houses here behind me, some single family. You'll see some row houses down here in just a minute. But this community or neighborhood was actually ranked the #1 place in Richmond to move for young professionals. Niche.com gave Church Hill an overall rating of A-, with the highest ratings being in nightlife and diversity. So if you're into those kind of things, this is a wonderful place for that. So the median price range in Church Hill is about $435,000, and the average rent is about $1,500. So anyway, just a wide variety of things here offered. I'm getting a little hungry, so I'm getting ready to go into my favorite restaurant here in Church Hill. It is called the Hill Cafe, and it holds a special place in my heart. Prior to coming into real estate, I was a design consultant for a home improvement company, and the two owners used to come. They were based down in Yorktown, the Hampton Roads area. But whenever they would come into town, and they would always want to come to eat dinner here. So this restaurant's been here for about 27 years. I've been coming here for about 20 years myself. So, but they have really amazing food. They have blue plate specials every day. So the meals are typically ranging from about $10 to $20. They also do brunch on the weekends. So when you guys come into town, we will have to come and check out the Hill Cafe, and we'll get some food here. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go get something to eat. All right, so I made my way back over here to Libby Park now that the sun is going down. Just want you to see kind of the view of the city. I don't know about you guys, but I always like a nice view of a city, kind of the architecture, the lights, and so on and so forth. And then we have to notice this big giant tree behind us here. I mean, this thing is very, very large and in charge. So, and then if I spin around here, you can see back over here behind me, the lights, the city, the river, and on back over here. But you kind of get a nice mix of nature, just industry, warehouses, scenery, lights. So to me, it's just a nice picturesque view. There's people out here walking around. I saw some people out here walking their dogs, riding bicycles. So safe neighborhood. So you kind of can come out, take a nice evening stroll, maybe go grab yourself some dinner. There's some art galleries here. So whether you are into nature and parks and being outside, or whether you're into, restaurants and nightlife, maybe you're a young professional, just looking for different things to do here in the city, Church Hill is a great place for you to consider. So reach out. You can give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and we will be glad to show you around Church Hill.